Oh, the fun in the games, setting up guitars and making things work. Everything is fun when it's all working. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It is your Sundays at 6. I keep going to say I am your host. I guess I can take this earpiece out for now. But I keep going to say I am your host because it feels like a cool game show or something if I do it that way. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I definitely love seeing everybody on these nights. And I say nights because this week's Friday was a nighttime Friday. But Beth's on, Kelly's on, Gemma's on, Mike's on, Melody's on. That is all I can see in the comments. If you're in the comments, I will say the one thing that StreamYard doesn't do as much is I can't necessarily see exactly who's on unless you comment. So if you're in the chat right now, can you give me a hell yeah? I'm going to start things off playing a tune. This is a song I wrote with an amazingly dear friend of mine, Mr. Chris Joris. And I say a lot, I guess. I'm realizing that. You guys have made me much more cognizant of the words that I'm saying. Thank you. Kelly gave me a hell yeah. Kate gave me a hell yeah. Aunt Kate, thank you. Gemma gave me a hell yeah. Jeremy gave me a hell yeah. Melody gave me a hell yeah. Biggity bam. But yeah, this was a tune that we wrote. I can't remember when we actually wrote it, but we did. We wrote it. And, oh, Mike gave me a hell yeah. Thank you. So yeah, this song's called Squeeze for Me. Shot rang out, left me on the floor when I found out you were knocking on another door at 4 a.m. alone again, there for another man. The shot rang out. Should we do this all again, once again? Chest or the trigger and squeeze. Could you take that shot, put me out of my misery? Cause of one last kiss that you always miss when your aim was just for me. Won't you point that gun at my chest or the trigger and squeeze? Squeeze for me. The blanks ran out, last round's closing in, I'm left without. As the chamber starts to spin, it's 4 a.m. alone again, there for another man. The shot rang out. Should we do this all again, once again? That gun, now my chest squeeze. Could you take that shot, put me out of my misery? 'Cause one last kiss that you always miss when your aim was just for me. Won't you point that gun at my chest or the trigger and squeeze? Squeeze for me. Squeeze for me. Yeah. Squeeze for me. Squeeze for me. Oh. Won't you point that gun at my chest or the trigger and squeeze? Could you take that shot, pull me out of my misery? 'Cause one last kiss that you always miss when your aim was just for me. Won't you point that gun at my chest or the trigger and squeeze? Squeeze for me. Squeeze for me. Oh, squeeze for me. Squeeze for me. Yeah, squeeze for me. Yeah, squeeze for me. Oh, squeeze for me. Yeah, yeah, squeeze for me. Oh, won't you point that gun at my chest or the trigger and squeeze? Yeah. Yeah. So how's everybody's Sunday going? It's definitely, I'm gonna put this back in case the boys pop back. But it is definitely, oh, it's fitting. There we go. I'm trying to get away from the giant headphones because I don't take them off, and then singing becomes funny. Looking at the chat. So yeah, I asked a question on Friday, and I didn't get that many responses. Perfect London timing, Lilu says. Because 8 hours and 6 o'clock. So it's like 12? Is it midnight there? No. 11. Is it 11? I'm terrible. You guys know I'm bad with times. Wait. Okay, yes, sorry. Friday night, I had asked the question, has anyone had an instance in their mask, wearing a mask, that's funny? Like, something silly happening, somebody thinking you were somebody you were not, maybe? Or somebody not recognizing you completely at all. But think about that. Maybe send us your funny stories. Oh, it's 5 hours ahead. So I was right. It's like 11, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 something, yes. Bam. I'm learning. I'm learning geography through live streaming. So the good thing is you know, if we can't be out playing shows, at least I'm learning something. See, somebody laughed. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna talk less for this one and maybe play more. I'm actually actively trying to remember who I wrote this song with, and I think I actually wrote this one by myself. It's called I Can Hear You Screaming. Don't say it enough, didn't mean it. You took for granted believe it. I saw your face now, sitting hiding, lost in everything, yeah. And I can hear you screaming, I can hear you screaming, but you don't understand, you don't understand. I can hear you crying, I can hear you crying, but you don't understand, you don't understand at all. You don't understand at all. I don't understand at all. Saw me leaving, took advantage to try oversee it. Didn't know I'd come back, find it sneaking around, you don't believe it. And I can hear you screaming, I can hear you screaming, but you don't understand, you don't understand. I can hear you crying, I can hear you crying, but you don't understand, you don't understand at all. Don't understand, don't understand, oh, oh, don't understand, you don't understand, no, you don't understand. And I can hear you screaming, I can hear you screaming, but you don't understand, you don't understand. I can hear you crying, I hear you crying, but you don't understand, don't understand, oh, don't understand, oh. I can hear you calling in the night. Hold on. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Hold on. I feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. I've been waiting for this moment for all my screaming, but you don't understand. You don't understand at all. Yeah. So, oh, Mike's here. Mike's here.
That was pretty good. I heard that.
Clappy hands. Clappy hands. Yeah, that's been a while.
Been a while.
A long time. Can you hear that?
I can hear that.
Oh yeah.
I know that sound. It's a high-tech sound.
It's very high tech. most people can't. Oh. I thought I figured something out on StreamYard and I didn't.
What'd you think you figured out?
I thought I figured out how to see who was actually on the stream.
No, that's a
no,
Facebook
didn't.
thing.
Oh wait, Jen gave me.
Yeah, we
I got
see
claps.
it if there's
I got
clapping.
claps from the
That's
lady.
how we know. That's the easiest of comments to make is the clapping
No, that's
approval
perfect.
comment.
Jeremy's on here. I got claps from the sound guy. That's a definite good thing.
That would be
Girlfriend and sound guy,
Not-
other than band, are definitely two you need to impress.
not to give Jeremy a $1 million book idea, but claps from the sound guy, a book about touring bands that don't really play to anybody, because you'd probably see a lot of them.
I thought you were going somewhere completely different with that.
No, that'd be more of a pamphlet. But this would be a
Yeah.
book talking about the experiences of all these bands, because so many bands and it's one of those things. So many bands that don't end up really playing to anybody on tour.
No, it is very true. The pamphlet idea is still
That would be a
that'd
pamphlet.
be a funny one.
Yeah.
Like if you can picture like the biggest touring band in the world, their sound guy should have his own little pamphlet.
Claps from
Clap-
the sound guy.
Claps from the sound guy.
Been hanging out in the chat here.
How are you doing, Mike?
I'm doing good.
Really... Yeah, Mike says a leaflet, actually.
Jeremy?
Or sorry, yeah. I'm mixing everyone up already.
I'm
Oh,
doing
my
good.
sister's on. She clapped. Sisters are
Yeah.
important.
Busy.
If sisters
Comments
if
are
sisters
busy.
don't clap, that's bad.
Yeah, if friends and family are just like, whatever, it's not good.
I feel like the
Time to hang it
one
up.
thing that's going to come from this, though, is going to be the fact that I know that my parents watch, and my mom always has to ask me how to do things on Facebook. So tomorrow, or actually probably tonight, I'm going to get asked how she can clap.
It's the emoji.
Because she's gonna feel left out. Well, I know it's easy to say.
Yeah.
It's
The
harder
smiley
to,
face
to
beside
show.
the comment thingy there. That's a high tech term thingy.
Yes.
Click that and there's stuff in there. Just put anything in there actually. Any emoji will work. Except for thumbs down.
Well,
Don't put
yeah,
thumbs
don't
down
give the
in.
thumb. I was gonna say the thumbs down and the cry emoji.
And
like
the
depending on what
barfy
we're
face.
playing.
Don't put the barfy face in either.
Is that an
Okay.
option?
I think so.
I'm thinking of like the Facebook.
I feel like like
Facebook
showing
ones.
up. I'm just gonna devolve your stream here.
All right.
Yeah, it's the pukey face. Don't do that one.
Wait, where's the? Did you just post it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So,
that's the pukey face, not
Don't
the post.
use this.
I don't know what this one is. I feel like that's an Android thing. Oh, that's a cool one. Oh, that's his picture. I was like, man, Kevin's got such a cool emoji. It looks almost like Skeletor. But that. Oh, mom found out how to clap.
I was thinking back with the mask thing. I was thinking because like we obviously have Halloween coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
And what if people are just like they have Halloween masks and they're like, well, I gotta wear a mask when I go out anyways. So what if like Halloween masks become a thing like after Halloween through like whenever they start raising or start.
I've seen a lot of those though.
But like, what
I
if
saw-
Kev shows up like in a Skeletor mask and you're like, wow, who is this? Like, yeah, it's
I
Kevin.
saw someone the other day in a Bane mask.
That's pretty hardcore.
That was pretty cool. It'd be funny if you got masks that looked like the emojis from Facebook, though. So like the barf emoji, and you just walked around in that. Can you imagine if you ate too much candy and got sick while wearing the barf mask? You're like, pardon me, guys, I've just got to take this. That would definitely be an interesting one.
Not be good. Be one thing to sneeze in the mask. It'd be another thing to chuck your
Well,
lunch.
the sneeze, I was, you don't understand how lucky I got in the fact that, okay, I'm going to tell, this is kind of a gross story, but it is a funny story. I grew up learning to play in church. So music that I was playing was all in church. Um, I knew how to play bar chords. So for guitarists out there, I had this down.
Start a band.
And realistically, that's all you need for church music. Um, you can rock off three chords for most of the praise and worship set. That being said, I was not on stage, thank goodness, when this happened. I was sitting in the audience. Um, you know, Deve, she was in the audience with us. My buddy Joey was right beside me, and and I think Diane's mom was like sitting not too far from us. And so we're sitting there, and I sneezed. I feel like there needs to be a better word for what I did, but sneeze will go with. I evacuated anything that was in this area of my head into my hand in like one foul swoop.
So
And
like
I'm sitting there.
some of the
Oh,
liquid that like cushions your brain actually came out as well.
oh yeah, yeah.
Everything.
If somebody had to slap me across the face, it would have been concussion for sure. But anyways, what was now in my hand, I didn't know what to do with. And so I'm sitting here like trying to deal with this like Ghostbusters cytoplasm. And I look over, and Joey, who was the bass player in my first band, actually, like my first band that recorded an album, um, and he doesn't like mucusy things. And so I look over at him, and I'm like, just kind of doing this. Like, I don't know what to do with this. And he's like laughing and gagging at the same time. Let me remind you that this is all happening within about the first 5 rows of ongoing church service. Um, Diane then sees it and starts gagging herself. And then her mom sees it. And to be honest, I can't remember what her mom did, but Diane's mom is like thick Jamaican accent and one of the fieriest women that you'll see. So I'm sure she did something animated that drew attention to it. I will say this now. I did not use my Bible to soak up that. I can't remember what I actually did. I didn't wipe it on my suit. I was wearing a suit at the time. I didn't do that. Um, I don't know. I might actually have to consult either Joey or Diane on this one and find out what I might have blacked out and
That's
just
it. Phone,
completely.
phone a friend to finish the story.
Yeah, exactly. Phone a friend to finish the story.
Just leave everyone hanging.
Okay, Jeremy's got a good question. In front of people, do you sneeze in your mask to protect others and ruin your mask, or pull your mask and sneeze? Well, I would say sneeze in your mask. Like at this point, I feel like if you don't sneeze in your mask, you might get shot. Um,
Well, because you're supposed to sneeze into your
the
into there.
vampire sneeze.
Yeah, exactly. You're one of those. I've just fought it.
Okay, but that
'cause
that brings up another thing because I did that the other day and started going like,
I just full willpower just be like, I am not going to sneeze. I'm not going to sneeze.
okay,
That's and then your eyes start to water because you're just like because your body starts messing with you, being like, well, fine, if you're not going to sneeze, we're going to pop your eyes out. So
well,
let's do
yeah,
that.
no,
So
I have to be honest that I think would be the more difficult thing. I can't I can't hold in like I can hold it in for so long, but it starts to become everybody in there will instead of thinking that, like you got some serious COVID, they'll think that you just took like a hit of a massive bong or something and you're sitting there like like Cheech trying to Nobody takes
Well, I'm sure
screenshots of the
you
face
can
that I just made,
go
by the way.
somewhere for a little bit of privacy if you need to
If you're
sneeze.
in the middle of a supermarket, where are you going to go? To the chip aisle? No,
I was
because
gonna say like the
everyone
healthy
goes to
food
the.
aisle, but
This day and age, are you kidding me? That's the busiest aisle.
not the no
And
frills we go to.
what happens? What happens if you're like you're right about to sneeze? You're like it's happening whether you want it to or not. And you go to the aisle, you go to duck in, and you see the arrows on the floor, and they're pointing the other direction. There's a dilemma.
And what you do is you go in, but then you pretend to tie your shoe, so you're kind of like down a little bit, and then you're already in position where you could do that when you're down there. So there's a lot of things you could kind of dress it up a little bit. Maybe that's the million dollar idea today is
Like
creative
go
ways
above
to
and beyond.
sneeze wearing a mask.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like maybe going over, like going over and above to make it like stand up on a ledge on one of the little frozen food things, stand up on that and just be like, Achoo!
That would not
By the look
be
on your face,
subtle.
I feel
That would
like
draw a lot of attention.
well, it'd draw attention, but people would think you were joking. They wouldn't think that. Oh, Kevin says under the pew. Well, Kevin, that would be a good idea, especially if you're at one of the churches that have like the little kneeling benches. Those things were awesome as a kid, by the way, because if you could kneel on those things, you could normally get down low enough that no one could see you, and you could sit and play with toys. But no, this place didn't have pews. It was chairs, so it was a little less fun. Hey, Liz is in here. How goes? Actually, I saw summer sausage the other day, and I immediately thought of Liz and her husband because the summer sausage that they brought us.
That's a
My
chapter
goodness.
in 2017.
I still
The summer sausage.
I still dream about those summer sausage sandwiches. I honestly, the second that that Liz brought that summer sausage, we stopped at a Walmart, I think. I grabbed a loaf of bread and a thing of mustard. And I was like, okay, like I don't need food for the next week. I can
And
live
you're
off
good.
summer sausage.
You're good.
Maybe buy a lemon or an orange every once in a while. We were talking about that with my nephew today. Because he was thinking, he could just eat meat nonstop, and nothing else, just meat. And I'm pretty sure you get scurvy, and I say I'm pretty sure
I
because
thought you
my
get like
mom.
gout, but I only know that from King of the Hill, because Bobby got gout.
God damn it, Bobby.
The doctor
Um,
was making fun of him. It's like, this is an old man's disease, and it's just like, because he kept
you know,
eating these
weirdly
sandwiches.
enough, I toured with somebody that had gout once, and it is serious.
Yeah, I'm
Like
not saying it's not serious, but
as
like,
much as you kind of
don't
like
just
when you
eat
think
meat.
about it, it's like I'd love to eat meat, and the only repercussion that I get is that my feet get a little bigger. It's like you know what they say about guys with big feet. They eat too much meat and not enough vegetables, and they get gout. That is what they say.
We are not medical professionals.
No,
This is not
no,
medical advice.
Anybody watching this don't. But at the same time, everything can be fixed with eating a whole bunch of vitamin C, apparently.
Vitamin C and vitamin D, yeah. But take care of a
Yeah.
lot of things.
Well, and that's what I want my new nickname to be, Vitamin D, because without me, you can't live a healthy life.
'Cause you're the sunshine.
Oh wow, that's real though.
Yeah, it is
I-
real.
Sunshine is it's a true thing.
I like
It's
those
actually out
Kelly.
there.
They said they wear really big shoes.
They do. That was the thing before. I was trying to think of that part. I just went with they eat too much meat. But yeah, that is true. They buy big shoes. They get a bigger size of sock. They can't wear the tiny sock anymore.
They're not the 6 to 12 size,
No,
which
they're
is
not- they're
ridiculous
not-
when you think about it.
Yeah, I don't understand because I feel like the 12 and the 6 in that situation are really not having fun.
Because you think that either the 6 is a little floppy, or the 12 is like really crammed in there. Shouldn't
Does
that's the
anybody
sizes are too
else
much. Too
does
much.
anyone else on
Talking
here
about socks,
have?
anyone just joining us right now?
Yes, so anybody joining, does anybody else have like a pet peeve against seeing someone walk around with like floppy socks?
Floppy socks.
So like where the end of the sock is falling off and they just don't care? I only say this because I have kind of a thing where from time to time I'll take one sock off because something happens to the sock, like I step in water or I don't
If you
know.
have pets, that's not an uncommon thing.
Well, yeah, like
You're
Rex
just like
will
everything's going
mess his
good.
water bowl
Now
up,
it's not
or I'll
good.
crunch one of his pieces of food, or I don't even want to say it, but it does happen. He pees, and I step in that. Um, and so from time to time, I'll end up walking around. I'll take one sock off, but I don't take the other sock off because in my mind, why should one foot have to pay for what the other foot's gone through? Like if my brother jumped in a rain puddle, I wouldn't expect for God to just like dump a whole bucket of water over my head and be like, "Well, you know what happens to one happens to the other."
But the thing, it's like the socks are like their team.
See,
So
I
like
don't I don't see it like that.
the
I see
idea of
them as
like
separate entities.
one chosen foot that gets to be socked, and then the other foot that is denied its sock privileges.
Okay, but sometimes it
And
happens to the other foot.
the foot's not what stepped in stuff. You could actually blame the rest of the leg. The foot's
So I'm
suffering.
supposed to take but I'm not punishing the foot. I'm taking actually to be honest, if you really get to the nitty gritty,
This is deep.
I'm actually helping the foot because that foot, like one foot would be walking around in a sock not wet, feeling like this is the life. Like I'm happy right now.
But it's
The other foot
protected.
would be walking around like I'm in a soggy mess. Like, do you not
But
give
that's the thing.
two
It's like
craps about
protection.
me?
It's armor, and you've taken the sock off, and now it's exposed. Like, what if you step in something else in it and bare? Like, what are you gonna do then? You gonna take all your foot skin off, or you gotta go wash your
But
foot? Or I would
but
wash
that
the foot.
all
That's way safer.
that also brings into account the thought of like you walk around in your bare feet, you develop calluses, your feet get stronger. So if I'm depriving one foot of a sock for 3-4 hours, am I really depriving it or am I
So
making it stronger?
maybe what you should do as a test, science, is only wear socks and shoes on one foot, and then barefoot for an entire year with the other, and see which foot is stronger.
All right, Mike, let me ask you a
Someone on
question.
YouTube's probably doing that right now.
Let me ask you a question. If I came up to you one day right before a show, and I was like, Mike, I'm sorry, I know band pictures, all that stuff, but I kind of need to do this for a year. So for a year, one foot's gonna have to be not chewed.
And
There's no way you would even let me on stage.
every day, I would
You'd
come up
just
to
give me a
you and I'd
disappointed.
say, "Where's your room key?"
Fair enough.
That's a joke. That's a joke from
Fair enough.
a
And
while
most
ago.
people probably would know that
If
one.
you've heard that,
But
yes, that's an inside joke. But I'd say, "Where's your room key?" But I'd be curious. I would
okay,
be
so
curious.
Trevor Brigman just said my dad had socks with holes and still wore. See, holes are not
Done.
the issue.
Done.
Holes are. You throw out a sock with a hole
I'm
in it?
done. Yes, I've hit a point in life where I was like, I can't have the holy socks anymore because of hockey. It's always in the heel. It's always in the back.
Okay,
And
well, fair enough.
and
That's
then one
that's
day you
different
put
though.
your foot into the sock and you just blast straight through that stop sign, and it's not good. So
Welcome to me wearing pants. Like one day you just put them on and they
I
don't
imagine there's
actually
many times
stay on.
you go to put your pants on and realize half your legs in front of your pants. So
The worst is normally it ends up going through the crotch hole. And
in the
so
zipper,
No,
Or like
no.
the bottom crotch hole?
There's always, yeah,
The
like the bottom crotch hole.
like
You know you know
straight
how
south
my
pole?
piss pants go. Actually, these ones are starting to develop them. But anyways, point being, yeah, I've definitely put my foot through holes in my pants that I didn't want to. But
Country song.
that actually would be a good one. I put my pants on.
And then if you lose your
leg
pants, it's
at
just a blues
time.
song. So.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. If you only lose your pants, then it would be a blues song. If you lost your pants and then your girlfriend dumped you because
Well,
you
you
didn't
didn't
have
even have
pants,
pants. You didn't have pants.
and then your dog left you because the key to his crate was in your pants, I feel like that would be a country song.
And I guess if you took your pants off, it's just a pop song. So you know who you
Pop
are.
off.
You know who you are out there.
Heather Baker's in here. Hey, hey. Michelle's in here. But yes, I will say that that was why I came to the sock thing, because there's been so many
got
so many
sidetracked.
times I got sidetracked, but there's been so many times that like one sock gets wet, and there was one night that actually Jen and I had friends over, and like they brought their daughter and stuff, and we were all hanging out and chilling and having a glass of wine, and finally my buddy was like, man, why are you only wearing one sock? And I kind of looked down, I was like, and everybody's laughing. I was like, I honestly, when I was coming down the stairs, I stepped on something and didn't know what it was. So I took the sock off, cleaned the something, and I just went about my day. And their point was, why don't you just take the other sock off? But I don't feel like I should deprive my left foot or my right foot because of the other's actions.
I've
Or
already said
my
my piece.
actions,
I've
for
already
that.
said my piece on it. It's,
Well, yeah, you've said your
There's-
piece. I'm trying to
socks are a
convince you
team,
that you're
feet are a
wrong.
team, and they gotta go together.
Feet are not a team. Feet are not a
Have
team.
you-
What happens when you break a leg? Does the other leg go, "Oh shoot, yeah, you're
No, but
having a
it
hard time.
it
I'm gonna take
compensates.
time off with you."
It compensates though.
Yeah, it compensates, and then the other leg's messed up.
And actually, you could argue that with crutches, your arms step up and take the place of the other leg. So it's
Yeah,
teamwork.
I'm not saying that the others don't
just
step up and take the place, but maybe sometime they need a little extra warmth.
In the
you're
comments,
doing
if
the
you see
extra work.
someone wearing one sock, do you think life's going good or life's not going so good? Or they're just a pet owner.
I would think pet owner would come up first.
Pet owners understand, yeah.
But it's a different situation. If you see somebody on the street or walking around in the mall with one sock on, like I think that's a different thing than if you see a guy walking around his house.
Well, you
with
generally need
one
to wear
sock on.
like shoes to go into places. So I guess you could wear like one the proper footwear, and then I guess you could just wear a sandal on the other, so your foot's still exposed, but it's still technically got some type of sole to it, so that you can go into places.
But you're assuming that because of what's gone on, I'm going to leave the house with only one sock on.
Just
I'm
saying.
not saying I'm going to leave the house.
Michelle's saying life is bad. And Nelly's
Nelly
saying
says
one
one
shoe.
shoe.
Wonder what they've been doing.
Okay, but that's why I'm saying this is totally getting away from me now. Because what I was talking about is in the confines of your own home. Do you look at somebody walking around with a wobbly sock and think like pull your sock up? Or do you just not care?
To me,
That-
it depends who it is. If it's someone that I think it will have problems and may trip over their floppy sock, then I would probably mention something. If it's somebody where I really feel like they got things under control, and they don't need my my input, then I would leave it.
So basically you're saying that like if it's someone that is under the age of 5,
seeing the way things are in the world these days, I don't think age is important. these
Well,
days.
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I've
I'm just
definitely.
saying.
Yeah. I have instances, and I'm not I'm not gonna use them.
What's the term? The unsolicited advice. If I
Hmm.
feel like someone could use the unsolicited advice, I have the blessing and curse of always chiming up or chiming in on those things. But I think it just depends on the person and circumstances. So
Okay.
yeah,
I'll agree with you on that one.
it's always meant with love though.
But
Unsolicited advice.
I feel like you've seen me walk around the hotel room with one sock on before. Cuz you know what happens? It's when people go and shower and they don't mop up all of the shower moisture on the floor, and then you go in to take a pee, and it always ends up being like you step in the one tiny little area that has water. And if you are a pet owner, the first thing you think is,
That's
great,
step and pee.
I just stepped in pee. And so the gross thing about it is if you're a pet owner, you've become desensitized enough that you take the sock off, and you don't just go and get a new pair of socks. You take the sock off and you smell it. I did this yesterday. And the worst part about it was I had the socks on for long enough and been doing enough that I couldn't even tell. I took the sock off and I
That's
smelled it and I was like,
Well, you're not going to put it
ah!
back on. If it's the sock's already wet, you're not going to put it back on after. So it doesn't matter. You could have stepped in orange juice. You could have
Yeah, but
stepped in
it's
pee.
that's a curiosity killed the cat thing. Like
It just
I need to know.
don't even worry about it.
I need to know. It would also affect how I clean the mess. Like if it's just shower water, then I would just, grab the towel that's sitting on the floor and
Dan, I hate to say this because Brenda's not here, but we should maybe consider not doing music and just teach home ec for people how to handle these little things in life properly.
Okay, I got to be honest, if you and I
Because
teach
if we
home
can
ec,
fill an hour talking about wet sock, I'm talking
I
about.
I don't know,
Teachers
man.
get paid
Like
pretty good, like better than
you
musicians.
you and I can come to complete loggerheads musically and never fight. Like we've had words that were more stern than other words that we've had where it's like, no, I don't believe that that's a good idea. Or okay, well, you know how I feel on the subject. Like that's about
I
as fighty as
I
we
know
get.
you're mad at me because you'll say "but Mike" in a certain tone of voice.
Well, I don't normally use your name when I'm talking to you. I think that is a thing. Like, but that's a thing with most people when they get angry or they're starting to get frustrated. They'll they'll actually
Because you
use
know
the
I'm
name
right.
of the person. It's like when a kid gets the three names, and it's like they say every name that they were given. It's like you're in trouble. I think that stopped in about the 80s, but because I don't think my mom ever said Dane Michael Hartzell, and I got in poops a lot.
But
I
never for
did a
the full
lot of
name.
dumb stuff.
I think we should rip through the comments for a second.
All
There's a
right.
backlog of sock related stuff.
Oh no, what did you guys do with socks? Okay, that came off dirtier than I meant it. I
And
didn't mean
Trevor
it
was
that way.
asking, do you guys have special socks for special occasions? I have so many special occasion socks. I have lots of fun, fancy socks. I think they're fun, but it's more of like a winter thing. Summer, it's just the dangle socks, so you're not really getting the fun stuff out.
I
And any Mr. Bean fans, Christmas socks, holiday socks are important.
Christmas socks.
Christmas socks.
That was one of the only times I think I ever heard him talk. Um, I I get special socks, and normally they'll last a little bit. Um, but I feel like I I feel like when you're in a relationship, it's like your socks all just become kind of part of the amalgamation. And it's like find two that are about the same size and the same color. I'm happy. Um, my favorite is when you get like two competing sports teams or like sports companies. Like you got one Nike sock and one Puma sock, and the entire day you can feel your feet starting to like come against each other, like almost trying to trip one another. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Or if you're cutting your toenails and you can only get to one toe or one foot before you got to go, it's like your time got a little bit more taken advantage of than you wanted it to, and so like you only get to your right foot. So for the whole day, your right foot's walking around like,
So if something was to happen to you while you're out, the paramedics are like, "Well, I don't know what's going on with this guy. Like one foot looks great, like the toes are done. It's got a sock on the foot, shoes still other foot. The toes are a little haggard and socks missing.
well, and especially if you haven't like pumice your
A lot of
calluses.
questions."
Yeah. All right, let's get to the questions. Sorry, I'm really
No,
on
I
a
like
on
just
a
questions
on a
about
foot
the
gig.
sock thing. Yeah, it's turned into. This happens on my gaming stream sometimes. It just I look over and it's just a bunch of feet stuff, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go just straight ahead for a bit here.
Maybe
So
that's part of we could start a thing on YouTube about how to get more followers
maybe
and
we
more
need tense
comments. Just
machine
talk about
socks.
feet
Should get some tense machine socks.
or toenail clippers. Or even we could get those the ones the fingernails that girls just like the press on ones. We could get tense machine ones, but they just
Well,
say
yeah, because you could put tense on the one side,
tense
and
and
then
then
and
M
then like a bunch
A
on the.
C H I N E,
Well, like
and then the rest could have
if you put
emojis.
yeah, if you put like the rest of the stuff that didn't fit on the thumb one, then it'd be fine. Logistics.
It works.
Yeah, you're not gonna cram everything onto the.
I
baby
wonder if
thing
we can
on the thumb.
shorten machine down to 4 letters. Just
Could.
sheen. And then we keep the thumb out. The thumb's just for hitchhiking.
Oh, I'm sure everyone will love that. So
Wow.
what's with the name change? We just try to fit it onto like nails. I don't know.
I didn't realize how far over my thumb went.
Oh, Jeremy's winning right now. He says, I'm a weirdo. I have daily weekday socks, sleeping socks, special support socks for MS, tour socks, stage socks, dress socks, summer socks, winter socks, and holiday socks. I don't know if Jeremy deserves props for his strong sock game or if he needs an intervention.
I think more the props need to go to the
We
organization.
love Jeremy.
Because if you've got that many separate socks, like, do you have one dresser that's just for socks and it's like you separate them through? Man,
It's a lot of socks, yeah.
I don't have that much organization with anything.
My socks are separated between the longer socks and my ankle socks for like summer. That's it. And it's a weak border in the sock drawer between the two.
Wow. I feel like kind of the odd man out because, to be honest, when I get to the point where I'm just frustrated that I don't have matching socks, I just buy more socks. And the worst thing is I've started getting those little short socks because I just like the way they feel better. But then when I put my boots on, I have to really jack them up so that they come over my ankle bones. Yeah.
It's got 3 dresser drawers full.
Come on. 3 dresser drawers. Jeremy, I feel like you need to do like a Cribs, like MTV Cribs, but just to show your sock drawers. Like, we need to have you as a guest on a live stream one night, and you show people your sock organization.
Just go through the sock. Let's talking socks. Sock talk.
Talking sock talk. Maybe that's what Friday mornings need to be. Sock talk.
You're on sock talk.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're on Sock Talk. Show me your sock drawer.
Sock Talk. They're hosting Hot Talk.
That's what we talk for. We're just all about rhyming here.
Did you want to play any songs, Dane? Any more tunes?
Well, yeah, I guess I'll play things. Maybe I'll play a song about socks. I'm not actually gonna do that. Don't worry, Mike.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Oh yeah. Every once in a while I get a pair of matching socks, put them on my feet, and I get out and feeling. Nope, can't say that word on.
For a second there, I'm like, is this a legit Adam Sandler song?
It's like the Hanukkah song, but about socks. No, I guess I played a couple not covers, but not Tense Machine songs. So maybe I'll play a Tense Machine song of sorts. Don't know which one yet, but.
I'll be hanging in the chat in a second again.
Hang like something that rhymes with hang. Because we like rhyming. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. I I have to say I kind of like the earpiece in the whole time, though I can't hear myself. I can kind of hear you like breathing in the background. Wow,
Sometimes then
that sounded creepy, but I
I
didn't
remember to
mean it that way.
mute my microphone. So you don't hear me click clacking away on the keyboard over here.
No, I didn't hear click clack.
Oh, okay.
It'd be funny though if if like you had a cold and you know when your nose whistles and you're sitting there like and the whole time I'm playing and I'm
We
trying to play to your nose
we
breathing.
joke about that, but I'm gonna 1 second. It'll be louder here. We joke about that, but it's like in recording, the amount of times you hear people breathing and you don't want to hear that, like drummers especially. Like there's a part in the song when there's nothing going on, and all you hear is, and you're just like, no, like don't do that. Like you're still recording. Like there's still stuff happening.
Turn your head away.
Just don't breathe like that. Like you can breathe, but don't breathe like that.
So we have a couple minutes left
Yeah.
before we're at the hour. Okay. So in high school, I was in musicals. As much as you guys think, no, oh my goodness, Dane, you couldn't dance and sing. Yeah, definitely. I was dancing like a
The
Fred. No, I'm kidding. I wasn't
first
actually
idea
dancing.
Dane had for Tense Machine was actually musical theater.
It was. We were gonna make a musical called Tense Machine.
Just kept peeling layers away from it.
And we ended up with a band, which it works. But no, I was doing a musical, and the person opposite me in this musical, and I think I can say this because I'm pretty positive that she doesn't watch our live streams. And I'm not gonna say names. I'm not even gonna say which musical it was because I did a couple, so it could leave a little bit open to interpretation. But my goodness, she had this thing where when she sang, it sounded like a percolating kettle in her nose holes. And at one point, I had to be kind of like under her while she was singing. That was honestly the scariest point in the show for me because the whole time I kept thinking like she's gonna drip, like it's gonna drip on me.
That'd be kind
Because
of
it would be like if somebody was gargling over top of you almost, but while singing. It was really crazy to hear. I don't know if that's like some kind of singing technique that I've just never heard of. Very well could be. I don't think so. But either way, that was actually, I can honestly say that's the most scared that I've been on stage in my life. Had nothing to do with messing. When I messed up Justify and sat there staring at you in front of like 25,000 people, still not as nerve-wracking as sitting underneath what I thought could have been a dripping faucet of snot.
Well, again, with the Justify thing, it's like, or happy birthday, Tim. Today's Tim's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Tim.
With Justify, it's like that train's already moving, and you're already on it, whether you want to be or not. So it's like you'll figure it out.
At that point, I was a haircut, but
it's just you were like standing up in the train and started moving, and it kind of knocked you over. And you're like, oh, okay, didn't realize.
Well, I danced around and made it work. I couldn't have danced around in this situation. I would have. If anybody's a Curb Your Enthusiasm fan, there's an episode where a doctor is like giving him a bandage on his head, and he drools on his face. This is honestly exactly what that felt like. When I saw that episode, I was like, I know exactly how he feels.
That feels like.
Except it's worse if you think it's gonna be boogers. Like thinking it's gonna be a little bit of drool. Whatever, you can deal with that.
Not good.
No, I wouldn't even want my own boogers to fall on my head.
No, that'd be weird. That'd be like
I don't
you have
even
to be
like
on like
saying the word boogers.
some type of roller coaster ride.
Oh, that's terrible.
put, like,
the
your
ones
own
where they do the
boogers
loop
on
and
yourself.
you try and like spit your gum out so that it hits you in the head when you come down. Never been able to get that right. And I worked at Canada's Wonderland. Anyways, Do we have any more questions in here before we pull the proverbial plug?
There's not much to ask questions about tonight. Probably just a
That's
lot of
not true. There's so many
lot
things
of
to
blank
ask
stares
questions
in the
about.
audience tonight.
Oh, come on. We've given so many opportunities for people to share their.
That's true. There's a lot of engagement and inclusion tonight. A lot of people interacting.
Oh, T's on here. She says, "Okay, Dane, you dress like that more often and not well, you know." Okay, well, I'm glad you don't want to beat me up. I thought
beat
that
up
was
Dane.
going somewhere completely different, but dress like that more often. Are you referring to the boogies? Or what I was wearing in that play, because at that point it was not much. I don't know. Hey T. Should I play a quick one to send everyone out?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
As
all
a
right.
fan and as a friend.
All right. Well, I'll see what kind of. Oh, it was autocorrect.
Autocorrect.
All right.
Oh.
No worries.
Only
No
used that
worries.
one so many times.
Yeah, I feel like I've used that a lot. Not in instances where it wasn't true. I'm tuning real time here so that you guys get to. And this is a lesson for all of those tuners out there. Realistically, I'm a little bit beyond lazy, and I don't want to lean over and turn my guitar off while I do this.
You'd still hear it anyways because of the microphone. Unsolicited input.
I feel like Mike, you have your deer bands. I feel like you need a deer Dane.
No, it all falls under the same umbrella, Dane.
Well, no. Touche. That's what happens when you go to detune a detuned string. Honestly, I'm just trying to give you guys information. This is how I help you.
This is all free. This is all free stuff
This is you can't learn this. Though that defeats.
Yeah, you
I guess,
can't
my
learn this, but
argument.
you'll pick it up as you go.
You can't learn it, but I'll teach you anyways. As much as you try to push me away, I'll crawl my way back to you. I'll do what it takes. I know we'll survive and find a way back through it all. I'm counting down the days till I can take you on. I'm still waiting for the chance to show you. I won't throw it away. I'm waiting for the chance, waiting for Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your Sunday nights at 6, or Sundays at 6. Wow, I threw in an extra word just for fun. Thank you, Mike, for being on here with me.
Thanks for having me, Dane.
Go. Everybody, go wish B a happy Sunday. He was running around and working and doing his busy stoof, but awesome hoodie. Yes, I picked the right side. I can't believe I did that. I can't make it straight. There we go. Rocking the dead set. All for Mike Patterson. Sorry. I had to do that for him. But anyways, thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, make sure you go find us on YouTube and Spotify and Facebook and Instagram. And are there others? Twitter's still there. It's still a thing. Yeah, come find us. Make sure you follow us, like us, because otherwise we won't know that you like us, and we'll get sad. We'll cry crocodile tears. I think that's a thing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Wednesday night, we've got your Wednesday night groove. And, it's the usual characters. Same bat time, same bat channel. Although sometimes a different bat time. But, but same bat channel. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming on. And everybody make sure you... I told everyone what to make sure to do. I think I covered all the bases, Mike. I think
you did. I think
I got it.
I think you got everything.
Right. Everybody's have a good night. Oh, I missed the freaking wave.
That's okay. The people know.
I'm gonna do it now. Just
the people
for
know.
myself.
People know.
I did it for myself, anyways.
The wave. It's behind the curtain.
It was a behind the curtain wave.
Behind the curtain.